Hi, nice to see you again on my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to connect Bluetooth headphones to PlayStation 4 or Xbox One using a special adapter. Also, I'm going to show you, is it even sensible to do this? Why this is even a problem? Both Microsoft and Sony claim that it shouldn't be possible to connect Bluetooth headphones to their consoles because of the latency problems. So we are going to test if that is a problem with Bluetooth 4 and 5. I have here Bluetooth 4 and Bluetooth 5 headphones. Technically there is one standard which reduces the latency to minimum. It's aptX low latency, but so far I haven't seen any adapter which works with it and allows connection with PS4 and Xbox. So we are going to test what is there on the market. So it's that Bluetooth 5 adapter. So yeah, let's unbox it. Inside there is the adapter. USB charging cable, micro USB, and a manual in English. You connect it by just plugging it into the controller. Looks like this. It fits pretty nice. Maybe if somebody has larger hands it would be a problem, but for me it's pretty okay. Here you have a switch to turn on and off the microphone and the on-off button. Why you need to charge this? Because it cannot draw power from the controller, so it needs some kind of a power source. So it has an internal battery and you charge it. To pair it, you hold the button for 10 seconds. It starts to blink rapidly, more or less, if you can call this rapidly. And then you just switch your headphones into the pairing mode. After it gets paired, it stops blinking. So we are going to do two tests. First is going to be a simple subjective test of me playing Titanfall 2. And the second test is going to be more objective, but about that later after the first subjective approach. So let's play Titanfall. So after a short gameplay of me playing Titanfall 2, it's hard to definitely say if the latency is a problem. I would say that I could feel it sometimes, but it may be just my personal feeling, because I know that theoretically there should be such a problem. So it's hard to give a clear and definitive answer here. So plus I'm a really lousy gamer. I play quite rarely and I wouldn't even call myself a good gamer, definitely not pro one. I'm a typical casual gamer who turns on the console twice a month and spends like an hour or so. So yeah, I can call myself a lousy gamer. So that subjective test is something that cannot really be cannot be a base for the decision. So let's continue with a more objective test. In order to give you an objective answer if you should buy this, I have made a short test video in which the screen changes from red to green at some point, and at the same point a sine wave of 4000 Hz is being emitted. So I'm going to test the difference between the moment when the frame switches from red to green and the moment when the recording has recorded the sound, the actual sine wave, using connected Bluetooth 4 headphones, Bluetooth 5 headphones, cheap PDP brand headphones connected directly to the controller, and my TV speakers. So the theoretical measurement error is about 8 milliseconds. It's because I'm going to record the video in 120 FPS. Of course, there are some other problems like the quality of the microphone, which I'm going to use for the test, or for example the refresh rate of the TV set itself. But it should, since I'm going to compare all of the devices on using the same devices, the same recording devices, it should at least show the trend if the latency is higher on the Bluetooth devices. So yeah, let's continue with the test. Test Bluetooth 5. Test Bluetooth 4. Test głośników telewizora. Test słuchawek podłączonych do kontrolera. In order to test the delay between the video, the change of the frame from red to green and start of the sine wave in the audio, I have split the video files into video and audio files using the VLC application, Video LAN Player, something like that, VLC. It's a well-known and popular application. Now I'm going to check in the video files the frame and the beginning of the sine wave in the audio files using the Audacity application. It's a free and open source application for manipulation of audio files. So to summarize the test results, for the TV speakers, the frame when red changes to green occurs on 12 seconds and 378 milliseconds, while the sine wave is around 12 seconds and, let's be a bit optimistic, 436 milliseconds. So the latency is 58 milliseconds. For Bluetooth 4, the frame is at 10 seconds and 261 milliseconds, while the sine wave is at 10 seconds and 394 milliseconds. So the delay here is around 133 milliseconds. For Bluetooth 5, the change occurs around 10 seconds and 453 milliseconds, while the sine wave starts at 10 seconds and 671 milliseconds. So the delay is even worse and is about 218 milliseconds, which is quite a lot, especially for multiplayer games. So the final test results look like this: 15 milliseconds of latency for the cable connected headphones, this headset. TV speakers 58 milliseconds, Bluetooth 4 133 milliseconds, and Bluetooth 5 218 milliseconds. Which means that probably the adapter has quite a lousy implementation of Bluetooth 5, or possibly my headphones buffered too much and internally. So it may differ a bit for different headphones. Yet it also shows that for multiplayer games, most likely it's best to use cable connected headphones directly to the controller, as they won't even with the TV speakers connected using an HDMI cable. And it also has proven that the methodology used by me in the test was sensible, as actually cable connected devices should have better results, and this is the outcome. So again, for multiplayer games, most likely best to use the cable connected headphones, or maybe dedicated for PS4 and Xbox One headsets provided by Microsoft or Sony, as they should have better results. Yet most likely still the cable will win. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. So as you can see the results here, probably here, I'm not sure where I'm going to put the chart. There is quite a major problem with the latency, up to over 200 milliseconds. So should you buy such an adapter? Since it costs about $10, I would say that it is okay for some casual gamers, especially single player gamers who don't really care about being the best. But if you are a pro gamer, a hardcore gamer who plays for the results, for the rankings, then I would say you should avoid such adapters and buy the dedicated headsets, the dedicated for your console. Or use a cable headset connected to the actual controller. Yet, if you would like to buy the adapter, I have posted the link to the offer on AliExpress in the description of the video. You will find there links to adapters for PS4 and for Xbox One. They are pretty much the same, and they both share the same problem, and I cannot give you a definitive answer if you should buy this or not. Like I said, I would say it's okay not the best, but okay for casual gamers who just want to use their good headphones for playing, for example, good music to hear the good quality of sounds in a game. But if you play especially multiplayer games where the latency may be a problem, you should avoid such approach and stick with the dedicated headsets from Microsoft or Sony, or connect your headphones or headsets using the cable to the controller. And that's all. I hope you liked my video. As always, if you found it useful, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. From time to time I try to share something I hopefully useful for you, and each such subscription is a sign for me that it's worth for me to make more, because people are actually watching them and maybe learning something or performing any decisions based on my experience. So again, thank you for watching. Have a good day and stay safe in those COVID times. Bye.